make no mistake about it, the EV revolution is upon us in the Philippine market thanks to a long overdue one, making EVs more affordable and more attractive than ever. And today, we're going to take a look at the newly launched one. This is the Ora 03, or as you guys in other markets know it, the Ora Good Cat. Hey guys, Vince here from AutoIndustriya, and what I have for you are two examples of the Ora 03, or in foreign markets you would know it as the Ora Good Cat or Ora Funky Cat. So for the Philippines, they went with the 03 designation. Now, what is Ora, you may be wondering? Well, it is the EV sub-brand of Great Wall Motor, and locally in the Philippine market, it's being offered by the Luxuriant Group. Now, like I said, EV, meaning both of these vehicles, no engines, no fuel tank, no emissions, none of that sort. What it has is a motor here in front. It's a front-wheel drive vehicle, battery pack, and basically you just charge it up and you go. And the charging port is actually right here on the front left fender. So what makes the Ora 03, well, unique? Well, as you can see, this is very much a city type vehicle. It's quite compact. It's something you can really enjoy maneuvering in and around the tight city streets we have in Metro Manila. But it does it in style, because from the lines of the vehicle, from the details, you can see that it is, yes, a 5-door vehicle, so getting in and out of the back is very easy. It's a 5-passenger vehicle as well, or 5-occupant vehicle, 2 in the front, 3 in the back. But it's doing this kind of very neat style with the front end, with the overall of the vehicle. You can see these lights. Come on over closer. These lights, very nice. It's like, it seems like the vehicle was lifted from the 60s, from that kind of design era, and then brought into the modern age. You can see it with the lines, with the details. It even has these, I don't know what to call this, like a little bulge on the hood, one on either side, which is pretty cool. By the way, this is the Ora logo, which kind of reminds us of an exclamation point, which is kind of cool. LEDs, of course, and all that. This version, of course, being the lower grade version of the two, it doesn't have the sunroof. But when we look at this other variant, this is the Ora 03 500. It's the one with a different interior. It's got the sunroof, and it also comes in this pastel color that I'm actually not sure what they're calling this color. But you can see by the color choices that they're going for a very different look on the vehicle. They're not going for the super metallic type colors that are very popular now. They're going for the lighter colors because they also want to appeal to a very wide customer base, especially with women. Women like, apparently, these colors for their vehicles. And they want a bit more style, so that's what they're going for. Actually, Great Wall Motor is marketing this one really towards a bit of Gen Y and Gen Z. Gen Y meaning people born from 1982, yeah, which is me, and then up to the Gen Z, which is born around, I think, the 90s. You can tell the Gen Z, you know, when they do the selfies, they do it like that with a 0.5. When you pop open the hood of the Ora 03, you will see that instead of an engine, of course, you will see more electronics and control units and a lot of the orange conduits. Don't unplug that. It's high voltage stuff because these vehicles tend to run well over 300 volts depending on the version. The version on the other one, in the 400, runs at a slightly higher voltage than the Ora 03 500. And the reason is they're prioritizing the range of this one, going up to 500 kilometers on one full charge. Now, what you're actually looking at here, this unit right there, that's generally the control unit as well as the charging unit for the actual battery pack, which will be underneath the floor of the vehicle, typical of a lot of EVs. The motor is actually right here because a lot of EVs also go for a rear-wheel drive to kind of split the space, but what Ora did, they put the motor in front, making it very much a front-wheel drive vehicle, very familiar to a lot of people who drive most passenger cars. Now, in terms of power, it makes 143 PS or 141 HP and 210 Newton meters of torque. Great Wall Motor says this can accelerate from 0 to 100 in 8.4 seconds. And as for the charging times, anywhere from 1 hour, a little bit less, from 0 to 80% for a DC charger. It really varies what kind of charger you use. So we'll put the specs down below for the charging times of the different type of charging protocols. You know what? Now let's take a look at what's over here in the back, because I reckon the back of this one actually looks really cool. If you follow one of these on the road, it's going to be very, very unique. Now, what you have here, reflectors on either side, no tailpipe, of course. You do have another light there. You have the Ora name there. It's not spelled like SM Ora, it's O-R-A. Very, very easy to remember. But the taillights of this one are actually right here, which is very different. So when this lights up at night, it's actually going to be pretty cool. You also have a third brake light right up there. Now, the shape of the rear, clearly it's very, well, curvaceous. But it also does have a power lift gate, which is pretty nice. So I'll have Zach measure it and we'll show you the measurements right here, right now. If he didn't publish any measurements, then he also forgot the tape measure. But anyways, looking at the cargo area, well, clearly it's not going to be one of the biggest because, again, they are emphasizing the style of the vehicle. But still, it's a respectable cargo area in here. Pull in closer, and the first thing you would really notice is that it does have a fire extinguisher. And don't be scared, that's actually a good thing. Because actually all of GWM vehicles that we've driven like in the last couple of months actually have a fire extinguisher included for free. Even in my personal car, I keep a fire extinguisher, just in case. But pop the floorboard and you'll see a kit of things that, well, you would need on a daily drive. For example, you do not have a spare in this one. What you do have is a tire repair kit, the sealant fluid right there. You also have the compressor. You do have a tow eyelet here, the bar, early warning device, the first aid kit that is always good, and it seems to be pretty well stocked. We're not gonna pour through that, but also the charger. Now it does have a charger included. This one, basically you can plug into your home, no problem, and you'll be able to charge your car. But of course, for fast charging, you want to be able to wire your own charging port at home, or hopefully in your condo, you already have one. So you can be able to charge pretty quickly, because that is something, that's kind of the sticking point of a lot of EVs is the charge times. But this one, when I looked at the times, is actually pretty good. Now, to close this, press that, and there you go. The other variant, the 400, does not come with a power lift gate, but really, for something this small, you don't really need it anyway. So here's the interior of the Ora 03. The first thing that's really unique here, we'll talk about the dashboard design in a bit, but the really unique thing here is how you power up the vehicle. You don't press a button. Instead, you step on the brake hard, and then it'll just power up. So you have to make sure that your door is closed for that to work. Let me put down the AC, but yeah, the AC of this one, I'll tell you now, it's actually pretty good. To power down the vehicle, to turn it off, you actually press the button. So to start the car, step on the brake. To turn off the car, you press a button here on the left side. Now to the dashboard design. I'll just come out and say that this has to be one of the nicest interiors I've ever been in. And that is saying a lot. Because normally for these videos, for these walkarounds, I don't give too much of an opinion. We reserve that really for the review, where I give my full opinion on the vehicle. But this one is really nice. The way the colors actually work together, the way everything seems to fit very well. We've noticed that GWM, they do have good fit and finish with their vehicles, and this one is definitely no exception in a very good way. Now you look at the dashboard, you've got this brown suede-ish material right there, and then this cream down here for a lot of the lower parts of the vehicle, and even the ceiling. So it's a very different type of aesthetic that they've got inside, and it's really interesting to look at. Imagine driving this every day and you're just looking around. It just looks so nice. Now, There are some black details here with some stripes. You have power windows, power mirrors, your door locks right up there. Steering wheel here, again, it's two-toned. You got the brown up top and the cream leather down there. Steering wheel buttons for different kinds of control. So you've got the home button to control that screen. You've also got this to control this screen. So it's also got the Bluetooth and all that stuff. In front, you've got this nearly continuous piece here with two distinct screens. So if you look here, this is your primary display, and then this is your infotainment unit right there. Now, there are going to be a lot of features in this vehicle. It's got USB, Bluetooth, USB video, all that stuff. Now, here in the middle, you can see that there are toggle switches right here, and it's got this nice shade of chrome to it. It's very classic. It does remind me of the Mini and even some of the Volkswagen Beetles from back in the day. But this one, of course, updated to the modern age. But if we look up top, if you tilt that camera up top, you'll see that this one does come with a sunroof. And to open the shade, let me open that for you. It's a panoramic glass roof, which is actually unexpected for something of this size. And then to open it, there you go. It slides out and back, which is pretty cool for a vehicle like this. Imagine driving this to the beach or anywhere else for that matter, where you have nice weather just like today, but it's really, really hot. So we'll close that for now. Now you've got this auto dimming rear view mirror right here. Then down below, right, we've got two USB ports, one 12-volt outlet there, a very nice tray here, two cup holders, and then it feels very spacious and very, very airy. Your transmission control, or at least your drive control, you've got this rotary dial here, similar to a lot of other GWM models. Come on closer, take a look at this. So you'll see there, this rotary control, which is basically, if you want to go to drive, rotate it to the right. If you want to reverse, go right there. And when you pop it into reverse, look at the camera system right there. It's got a 360 camera, all that stuff. And then the lines are responsive to your steering when you look at this screen here, which is actually really, really cool. The key on the Ora 03 is actually this, which is also very different. This version, having the power lift gate, it does have the button there, so you can do it remotely, lock, unlock, and all that stuff. You can keep the key here in this pocket here, and it's right next to a wireless charger, which is something that's going to be very, very useful. Pop down there, you've got a nice little armrest with a compartment for storage. Now let's take a look at the back, because I think the space on this one is quite interesting. So the back seat of the Ora 03 is actually quite nice. I mean, you've got this nice color combination. You got a USB port there, two pockets. The panoramic glass roof comes here a little bit. It feels, it doesn't feel claustrophobic or like you're stuck in a small space. This is a very, very nice and airy place to be. And yeah, you can take this for a long drive and be comfortable. And given that it's an EV, there's not going to be the vibrations normally associated with most internal combustion engine cars. Now let's take a look at the other one. I'll show you some of the differences with the 400 variant. So this is the interior of the Ora 03 400. Now again, the difference is also when it comes to the range of the vehicle. The battery is a different capacity, but also you can tell with the interior. Now, if you like the interior of that one with the cream leather, which if you probably like it if it's just you in the car, usually a couple, that kind of thing. But if you have kids, you're not really going to be a big fan of that. This one may be more your speed because of the black interior. This should be easier to clean. But also, this unit, it does look good inside. I mean, you can't tell that there are any features deleted apart from the sunroof right here. This one has a solid roof. That one had a panoramic glass roof. This one, no. But everything pretty much the same. I still have a wireless charger here. Same transmission control, USB ports, same kind of switches, same kind of screen, and oh, it still has the stuff, the cover. So let me peel this first. Oh yeah, it's always nice when you get to do this, so let me know in the comments below if you guys like to peel this stuff off, because I sure do. Now, This one, same kind of screen, driver display here, and then you have your infotainment right over there. Same level of features as far as I can tell. By the way, both vehicles have the adaptive cruise control. You can tell when you look at the cruise control stalk right behind, underneath the light control stalk. So you can set the distance to the vehicle ahead, no problem. Same kind of buttons. Really, it's just a different kind of color combination. I'm sure there are some small changes, but from the outside, from my initial observations, it seems to be pretty much the same, and that's a good thing. Now, when it comes to price, well, it's not available right now, but if it is, it should be right up here somewhere. Hopefully, it's already out. So let us know in the comments below what you think of this new EV from Great Wall Motor Philippines. This is Vince of AutoIndustriya.com.